Hello and welcome to this week's 5-minute reflection, which is going to be a bit of a talk about last week and some of the issues we've had since then. And speaking of last week, first of all, thank you everyone for viewing the video. We had a record number of views last week, over 3,900, which is great for us. It means that you've all been listening in, and we've had some comments and some feedback, and we are really appreciative of that, because that's what we're trying to do, to get out there to everyone, find out what everybody wants to know and get information as much as we can for everyone. And with that in mind, please do not forget to subscribe if you like what we're doing on all of our different platforms, YouTube and Facebook and what else we've got, Instagram and all sorts of things. Get into all of them for us, because we would really like to have you on board. We've got an awful lot of people on Facebook. We need people on YouTube as well, on Accessible Globe TV YouTube. So please do that for us if you would. Also, thank you to everyone for the feedback on the new logo. Generally, most people like it a lot better. There's still a couple of places today where we've got the old one, so you can still see each one and give us any feedback if you wish to. So on to this week's topic, which is the NDIS role confusion. Remember last week I said to everyone that during this week I would talk to an LAC, a support coordinator and an occupational therapist. And I was really looking forward to doing those programs where each one was going to tell us what their role was, what their aims were, and what the differences were between all the roles. And we had people ready to go who wanted to be involved. And one by one, they all said they weren't able to. And I'm going to go into some of the reasons for that right now and explain why I think there's a lot of confusion in some of the roles, or the definition of the roles on the NDIS. First of all, before we do that, it's probably worth remembering that the NDIS is still very much in its infancy. It is an evolving system. It's an evolving ecosystem, I guess, for all of us. And they're learning as much as we're learning as we go along, and everybody is trying to do their very best. But because of this, things change all the time. Little rules and regulations and big rules and big regulations and all sorts of operating procedures change. And apparently, from what I've been being told during the week, they can change on a daily basis. So an LAC might go in and they've got a system where they can look at all the changes, both big and small, every day. And I've been told that every day there are a number of things that are different. And because of that, they have been told by the people that work for them that they don't want them coming onto the program and talking about the role and what they need to do and what all the specifics of it, because they change too often and they may be giving out false information. And the problem with false information is, well, first of all, it's misleading, but secondly, people can even watch a program like this and then say, you said this on the program, and there could be even legal ramifications for, the misinformation. Now, that makes it very hard to get any information, and that's not good for either side. It's not good for the people trying to run the system, the LACs, the sport coordinators and so on, and all the different organisations they work for. It's frustrating for them, and it's definitely frustrating for us as participants, because we can't understand what we're supposed to do or what other people are supposed to do or what we can do or can't do, and all of a sudden we're in this grey area where we're nervous about doing the wrong thing, or we don't know where to go or what support category to put things in, and all sorts of things. So that is the reason. So the first thing I want to say is I apologise for not doing those programs this week, and I'm asking for any organisation out there that is willing to talk to us with an LAC or a support coordinator in particular about their roles as they are right at that moment. We will stipulate that things change, and we'll make a disclaimer that there's no legal standing in it. We would just like to talk to people about the roles as they are at that moment. If there are some LACs or support coordinators out there who are happy to talk to us, please email us at producer producer@accessibleglobe.tv. That's producer@accessibleglobe.tv. And we would love to get you involved, and as soon as we can, do a short program with you. And we would really appreciate it. And we believe, from the feedback we're getting from people, our viewers would also appreciate it. As far as an OT goes, I have an OT now who is going to do a program with me at the end of next week. So we will get that up, and she will do regular programs on different OT stuff, occupational therapy. Try to say that 3 times fast. Occupational therapy things throughout the year, and we're really looking forward to that assistance and that input. So we look forward to that. So with that in mind, let's talk about future programs. We of course are getting the Spin up and running soon, which is an international panel of people to talk about all things in disability. But we are also reaching out to our viewers and saying, not only what would you like to see us do a program on, but would you like to do your own program? Would you like to coordinate with us and make a program that we can put out under Accessible Globe TV? Because we would love to expand the amount of programs that we currently have and get them out to people as much as we can and build our network. So again, if you are interested in being part of a program or running a program of your own, we can help you with all the necessary things to do that. Just email producer@accessibleglobe.tv again. Tell us what you're thinking and we will get back to you as soon as we can. We'd love to have some more programs up. So that's why we talk to you today. The roles in the NDIS, we believe, are very fuzzy. They're very undefined. But I don't believe that the NDIS is doing this on purpose. I think it is a product of the fact that it's an evolving system and nobody quite knows where things are from day to day. It's a bit like running on shifting sand or something, and trying to give definitive information is quite difficult. But we will get to the bottom of it. We'll get those people to talk to our viewers, and we look forward to that. Meanwhile, I'd like to thank our sponsors here in Hervey Bay. We've got, what have we got? Put them up there. We've got Simple Solutions in Hervey Bay. We've got Hello World Travel in Hervey Bay, and we're putting together a whole bunch of really accessible tours through Anywhere on Wheels, and they include tours throughout Australia for after COVID and also overseas. If you want to know more, let us know. Simple Solutions do all sorts of training with people in the NDIS, carers, and also some NDIS support work. And also, I would actually like to thank the NDIS because, as I said last week, through being a participant and their funding, they are being super helpful in helping us put together this program and all the programs we're going to do to get it out to our viewers. So thank you very, very much for this, for joining me today, even though there's not a lot of substance in today's 5-minute reflection. We hope you'll come back next week. Don't forget to subscribe everywhere because, boy, we really need you and we want you, more importantly. Thanks very much. See you next week on 5-Minute Reflections.